Hey, hello guys, hello family. How are you doing this afternoon? I'm doing great. I hope you had a great weekend, eh? I would like to share something with you. I spent the whole weekend, in fact, starting on Friday through to late last night, attending a workshop, a real entrepreneurs workshop, where hundreds of entrepreneurs in one room, getting to understand the challenges, sharing ideas, how to grow your business, what things to look out for. Fantastic. And something struck me, and I thought, listen, let me share it with my family. Particularly if you're a small business person. You set up your business, and this story might actually resonate with you. So let me start by telling a story. So you have, for want of a better name, let's call him Mike, all right? You have Mike is an exceptional electrician, qualified, knows the game. He works for employer and has been there for quite a while. He's doing well, and in fact, with time, the business has really kind of like centered around him because he knows the terrain. He's a very talented individual, and so you want something. Mike is the man who understands, who knows the customers, etc. So he gets to a place where he begins to say to himself, the business is me, really. I have an employer, I have a boss. They have a board, etc. But realistically, I make it tick. The business is me, So the idea begins to grow within him to say, listen, I'm going to set up shop. I don't have to listen to criticism. I don't have to answer and make reports. I'm the man. So he leaves, sets up his own joint electricals, and sets up and starts on his own. But with time, the business customers come to him. Mike, he does this Mike thing, but he doesn't grow. And he stays there, and with time probably retires. But the business doesn't go to the next level. And you may ask why? Because he's got all this talent. Because you see, the genesis of the business is not a big vision from Mike to establish an entity that with time will grow and have a great economic impact in his country or in his city. He doesn't look like that. This business is not looking at a global business. He's looking at, I will employ myself. He goes and works in his business, and he doesn't have to answer to anybody. And that's really the basis of why that business was set up. But if he sets up the business with a vision to say, I'm going to grow this business. I want this business in 4 years to be at this place, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. To be a global player, to be a big employer, contributor to the economy. If he sets up like that, he will be obliged to look at systems, processes. What will my team look like? What will be the people employed by Mike? What's the culture this business is going to have? What impact will it have? What are the streams? Where could it be? He hasn't looked at that. He's looked at the business as working in the business, as opposed to working on the business, to make it a standalone entity, which tomorrow he could franchise out. In fact, which tomorrow he may actually need not even work in it, but profit from it. You'll have a general manager or whoever is going to run for him, because he's set in that business systems, processes. He understands what the business will be like. But instead, he's a technician. He's a technician, very good at what he does, and stays there. So I'm talking to the entrepreneur out there to say, in setting up your business, it doesn't matter how you start, whether you start Mike's way or you start with a big vision. Migrate towards a vision. Create a vision of what you want the business to look like. So that the business doesn't have to rely on you, but you set up systems. You create a brand on its own. You have teams that eventually run this business so that you grow. Oh, I like that concept. And it was discussed at length to say, this is where each entrepreneur should be going. This is where you should be taking your business. Not working in your business the rest of your life, no. But creating the standalone entity that will grow and inspire people, create jobs, have a big footprint. Ooh, I like that. And I know you guys who are listening, who are small businesses, this appeals to you. This appeals to you because you can take those holidays, without having to work every day. Don't be Mike. Create a business that has a life of its own, that profits you, that has an impact in the community that it works in. Oh, I enjoyed the workshop, you can tell. So, hey, have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Work hard as usual and stay positive. Always be positive because good things come to those who are positive, right? And I also want to say as a last point that as you grow this business, work with coaches, with teams, with people who know what they're doing. Because the Mike example, you're the man, you know everything. But when you want to grow this business to be where it should be, you need people who know, systems guys, people who know the road to take. And as you bring this, either with your coach, a mentor, or a mastermind group, you're going to create an amazing, amazing business. Have a great week, people. Love you and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.